if these men have achieved half of what she's achieved at 24, fucking have something to say.
When men comment or say negative things, it actually empowers me to do so much more.
First class for me didn't come from a man, it came from myself.
Amen.
Why? You're 20 fucking two. Why have you got it? I look at these little bitch men sitting there commenting. Because these women dominate.
Yes, women do dominate, which is very
questionable.
Hi guys, I'm Heidi.
And I'm Biba.
And we are Aesthetically Sisters.
Welcome back, everybody.
It's nice to be here.
It is, and I'm very excited about today's topic.
I'm heated about today's topic.
Pressed.
Because men are just
They just give us so much to talk about.
I just wish they used common sense a little bit more. Then we would be able to talk about more exciting things than men.
Look, there is a handful of you that do, so shout out to the good ones.
Yes, of course.
But there's the most.
But then sometimes the bad outweighs the good.
That's one of my favorite lines ever.
I'm generally say it as the good outweighs the bad.
Yes.
But in this situation, the bad men.
You're
like
so positive. Sorry to cut you off. Because I always say the bad outweighs the good.
No, I always say the good outweighs the bad.
I'm always about how the bad just takes away good of anyone and everything.
No, not
it's
me.
not that I'm just, I think the older you get, the
less you give a fuck.
Yeah. I've given up because of people like men.
Yeah, because of men. They are the root of all evil. Most evil. Anyways, let's get into it.
What's
today's topic?
Today I want to talk about, or we are both discussing,
yes,
why are men intimidated by secure, independent, strong, boss-ass women.
Bitches. Clock it. Amen. I feel like in this day and age, we live in a society where women have the opportunity and are able to be super successful and really chase their dreams. It's very different to sort of...
And we are.
And
we're
we
killing
are.
it. We're slaying
really
it.
Are. But I feel like
We've
when
come
we
a long
look
way
like
from back in the day.
Our parents' day and age, or
my God, yeah.
for my family, I'd say, I don't know about the rest of you, but like it was just very typical. Dad worked, mum stayed at home with the kids, she didn't really have a career.
Yeah.
And that was like the case for like a lot of the people she was around as well.
Of course.
And now it's like my mum pushes us. She's like, don't be a stay-at-home wife. Go out, work, chase your dreams, do everything and anything. And then because of this, we have like really
a different mindset.
But the society has raised some strong ass women.
Absolutely.
And the men are like,
so proud of
shit,
that.
the one thing we could do, which was provide for a home, women can do themselves.
That's right.
And now they're struggling.
But that just goes to show how fucking insecure these men have become in this society.
Yeah.
As women are growing and flourishing and becoming boss-ass, badass bitches, men are becoming these insecure pansies that can't deal with the fact that women don't need them.
Amen.
Right?
And then to mask it, they mask it with like materialistic things.
Yeah.
Like I just have to really talk about this comment we got on TikTok because it irked me. I actually replied to the comment and then I deleted it because I'm like, I'm better than that.
Yes,
but
we are.
he had... it was like a video where we were saying how we feel this day and age, men on social media can be a little bit more sensitive. And this was referencing back to...
Not a little bit. They are very fucking sensitive.
We released a whole podcast on men's mental health to raise awareness for it. We did it from the goodness of our heart. We said not one negative thing.
And it's something during the week, men's mental health month.
It's something I still feel and believe very strongly in.
Yeah.
We post this podcast and then we post a snippet on socials. Men took it out of us and were like, the hate comments were actually funny. Like they don't actually bother me.
No.
It makes me laugh.
It was funny.
To me, it's funny that they think they're going to hurt my feelings.
Yeah, totally.
Like you don't know me.
No.
Like I don't have a flaw. Anyway.
That's bitch.
I'm joking. And
she doesn't.
On one of the comments, like a man had hate comment something and then this beautiful woman replied and she was like, well, I wouldn't talk about her like that. She's successful and like is fully booked weeks in advance, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, successful as what? Yeah, that's what I thought. Nothing. I'll be right back. I'm going to go drive my Porsche Macan. And then attached a fucking photo of his car. And I was like, what? Like the fact that your car... And then I replied and I said, the fact that your car is your biggest accomplishment in life is quite concerning. Mind you, I have 3 Porsches parked in my fucking garage. Yeah. But like, there's no need to. Like, no need. But we do.
Yeah.
But like, I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Why are you so pressed? And why is your car your biggest accomplishment?
Because you know what? It's especially social media.
Yeah.
And media in general, not just social media. So... even like in the movies, for example, I'm going to like sort of strip it all the way back before I take it to social media. Like in the movies, anytime there's like a boss ass bitch or a woman or like the Devil Wears Prada or, you know, any boss lady like scene or character rather, it's always perceived as she's cold, she's nasty, she's single,
has no emotion.
She's always single.
It's always
and she's married to the job.
I was about to say married to the job and would picks her career over her family.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad choice.
If I've done that before,
yeah, exactly. And so as a result, men have looked at that, and I feel like sort of built this image that any woman that sits there and talks big or has solid facts to serve is they just need to belittle her because they just can't deal. It's the insecurity. It's that they just don't want to, like, taking it back to how it all started. The man should be the breadwinner. The woman should be at home.
Women go back to the kitchen. Babe.
We've had those comments.
Like the kitchen comments, like if like I can cook up a fucking storm.
She actually can, guys.
And I can work. And I have a career.
And I said that
like,
in that reel that actually went viral, and I was like, if these men have achieved half of what she's achieved at 24, fucking have something to say.
Amen.
Because if you have achieved more than her,
you're not going to be sitting.
You don't have time to sit and do
fucking
and hate.
midday on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Hating on these 2 girls from Sydney that you don't even know.
Absolutely. And be like, you have nothing good to say. Shut the fuck up. No, we do actually.
And we have a fan base. Even if we don't have anything good to say, we afford to have a fucking podcast to sit and talk to in our spare time.
And then they'll sit there and say, podcast material should be more expensive. I can still afford it, even if it was more expensive, bitch. Okay, so, and I would still get it, no matter how expensive it is. And it's ridiculous. It's just breaking women down.
Yeah.
Breaking anything down. And on top of that, we're fucking hot.
Yeah.
We are pretty girls. And they don't like it. Automatically, they are hating on how we look. We always get like the big lips or the comment about our faces and whatever else. Mind you, if you go and see what they've liked and all the photos they've liked are of girls that have had fillers and Botox and enhancements done, and may it be a filter on these girls, they're liking it. They're finding them hot and attractive.
100%.
But it just goes to show you how society has become so sour.
Yeah, and I feel like it's a psychological thing.
It is.
Where they think if they're putting someone down,
it's like raising, it's making their dick bigger. Your dick is remaining small, babes.
It's so bad because it's not the case.
It's not.
For our situation at least. Like when men comment or say negative things, it actually empowers me to do so much more.
Because I'm just
like... And I have so much... like ambition.
Absolutely.
So I will continue.
This is how we got here, guys.
Yeah. I'll continue making more videos just because you don't want them.
And you know what?
You're still going to watch it and comment and share it with your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You will.
But yeah, I definitely think there is like this perception where if a woman chooses her career, then she isn't like a housewife.
Yeah.
And I feel like in some ways it could be the truth, because I know with you say like it's a little bit like you personally say you can't be a wife with and a mom and have a full-time career. It's hard work.
It is hard work.
It's not easy.
And like, to be honest, I would much prefer to be at work and do my 12-hour days
then cook and clean.
And then cook and clean.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not fucking into that. Like for some people, the cooking and cleaning is so... I can cook, and we know that I can cook. I know how to clean and I can clean very well.
But is it your priority?
But is it what I want to do? No. Is it what brings me joy? Fuck no. Do I want to sit at home and do the school runs? And no. No, I do not.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
A fucking career. I want to be this boss ass bitch that I am, because I feel that fulfills me more than doing these, and not taking away from the mums that do choose to be at home and that. Everyone's got a preference.
Totally.
But I much rather have my cleaner come and sort me out, and bless her heart, love her to death. Like, if you see the messages I sent her and to her, you are the best thing in my life because you're doing what I don't want to do.
Yeah.
I rather come home exhausted than get exhausted from doing the cleaning all day.
You've worked so hard to create this life for yourself.
That's right.
So you can afford the lifestyle you live, and that's completely fine. Yeah. If you don't want to be doing the chores at home and you can afford to have the help to do it for you so you can go and have a career, then that's fucking amazing.
Absolutely.
It shouldn't be demonized or make you look lazy or unbothered when it's literally just you're using your time more valuable.
100%. I call them my fairies. My cleaner, my gardener, my landscapers. They're my fairies. They come home. Like, I come home and it's done. Like, you know how, like, Cinderella in the movies? Like, she had that. So I'm living in this fairy tale in my head that I've created, that I'm at work when I've got my fairies.
Yeah.
And I love my fairies and they're doing what I am never wanting to be doing.
I can't see you personally picking weeds out of the floor.
Gardening? You know, my client was talking to me before about her gardening and she's like, do you garden? And I was like,
babe,
that's one thing I've actually never done.
I've gardened before.
Why? You're 20 fucking two. Why have you gardened?
I don't know what the fuck happened. There was a period of time where I was like helping mom so much with the garden, and we like the soil. What did we planted? Like coriander, cucumbers, tomatoes. We had so much.
Yeah, in Alfred's Point.
Our
backyard was huge.
Yes, we gardened a whole bunch of like produce.
Yeah.
And it was the best time ever. But like, again, it was enjoyable, but I don't see value in doing that.
Yeah.
So I probably wouldn't spend that much time.
That could be an activity for me to look into when I retire.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would ever do it.
I don't ever see you
I will have someone doing it for me. I'll be standing there having a chat with him.
Yeah, having a cup of tea.
You know, but I won't be doing it.
Yeah.
No. See, but that's what I'm saying. Everyone is built differently, and men can't handle seeing women not wanting to do what originally the standard of women is, to be the housewife, to go 100%. Take the kids, to run and do this and get that done. No, I don't even want to do my own paperwork.
Yeah.
This is why I have a team.
Yeah.
I will find a way to have shit in my life done. I'm happy to pay for services.
Yeah.
And not have to do things myself.
100%.
Because I'd rather be spending time working.
And that's your thing. So Biba sees value in paying for things to be done so she can use her time to do other things. That's right. Completely fine.
Yeah.
Obviously, someone sees that who isn't in the state to do that.
Yeah.
Or they don't see value in their own time, that they're going to think you're fucking lazy.
Yeah.
I always get these one of these two questions asked with most of clients, like, oh, when you get married, are you gonna stay working?
Yeah.
And my answer is always yes. Like, this isn't just like a part-time job I'm working until my husband can take over the bills.
Yeah.
But like, this is my passion and my career, and I will never stop working.
Absolutely.
I was actually saying to Bibba earlier, I don't think at Bibba's age, or not that she's old, but I don't think in my 30s or late 30s, I want to be working 6 days like I do now.
Yeah.
And like Bibba does. But like, eventually work less days, but still have something for myself.
Totally.
I personally think it's so important to like work and have something other than your house and your family.
It's so important for your mental health.
Yeah. So I have the clients that are like, oh, so you're going to work and who's going to look after the kids? And don't you want to have kids? And they like question it.
Yeah.
And that's fine, because that's what their motto and how they perceive life to be. As a woman, you just have kids, you look after them, that's your life.
I just can't ever fucking rely on a man.
Amen.
Like, even if I've got the most perfect man, I don't ever want to rely on him financially.
Do you sure you want to say that in the podcast?
I do. I don't want to have to rely
but I feel like he's going to get so upset.
But I'm not even being rude about it. I will not financially be dependent on a man full time for my life.
So if
he
you
can
missed
actually contribute to my life, yes. I'm not saying he can't. That is welcome.
Okay.
But do I want to be like, babe, can I have $500 to go shopping? No.
Okay.
I don't. I love the fact you don't understand how
independent.
empowering it is
Yeah.
for me to have my own independence and to be like, and you know how I spend. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a big spender. Like, I love that I can make my money to spend my own money according to my own will. Not that I think that this man will ever be like, that's a lot of money or whatever.
Won't question it.
We'll never question it. But I think it's a mental thing. I think it's because also I have been this way my whole life.
Yeah.
Like, I've always made my own money. I think
You've
the
just
last
always been
time
very
I
independent.
took money off my parents, I was probably 14, maybe 14.
Yeah.
My first job was like when I was 16, like, so maybe up until I got my first job. Yeah, I just don't know if I could be completely dependent.
Yeah. I could never be completely dependent. And going back to like the question, so like it would be, you're gonna stay working, like you're not gonna stop. And then other women are like, oh my God, don't stop working, enjoy your career.
100%.
Work. Like, there's always
That's boss ass bitch
but I feel
mentality.
like it's also the women that like, I feel like around my age, with a lot of conversations I have with like my friends and people who are similar age to me, clients and whatnot, it's always like, oh my God, like it's either I love my job, I can't wait to do this and this, or oh my God, I can't wait to get married so I don't have to work.
100%. I hear that more than
anything.
I would
and
say it's like
fine, like
80-20.
Easy. And I feel like I don't ever really relate to people with these conversations because I personally would never want to get married and just not work. Of course, it'd be nice to not work as much.
Yes.
But like, I think doing something for yourself is so important.
100%.
And then it's the clients that are telling me don't stop working who probably as a younger female were like, I can't wait to sit at home. And now they're like, shit, I wish I did something.
100%. They're the ones, I don't mean to be rude, they're the ones that come in so miserable.
Yeah.
And they're so unhappy. And their marriage becomes very unhappy very quickly. Do you get, they're the one, like in the ratio of people married very quickly and thinking, oh, I just can't wait. And then they get bored.
Yeah. That's the thing. You get bored. You have your children grow up, they go to school, your husband's working.
And you have no actual identity other than housewiving.
Yeah. And I see that so much in like women around, like some aunties and whatnot. And I'm just like, I would never want to live like that.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Absolutely. I think it's so important for our mental health to have an independence and not be completely dependent on men. I'm not looking for I don't need saving.
Yeah.
So when I've had experiences with men in the past and sort of we have a chat, getting to know each other and, I'm like, I do solo traveling. I always get asked, what do you travel? Like,
what class
do you travel? I'm like, mostly I'd like it to be business. First, and if I have to do business, we do business. But if first is there, it's going to be first. It's going
to be first.
Oh, and and where are you going? And I go here and I go there and I stay in this hotel and whatever. And automatically I would have something like, oh, you're very spoiled or you're very high maintenance.
High maintenance. How am I high maintenance? I've worked maintaining so myself. Hard to be able to do these things for myself. Like but this is the thing with society and with people. They see the end picture. They don't see the process. Like people look at Bibba now and they're like, oh my God, she does this and she travels and she does that. Yeah. But they don't see that for 18 years she's been nursing. Yeah. 12 years she's been building a business.
That's correct.
She didn't always do these traveling. No. She didn't always, stay in hotels and see the world and do what she does now. But they just look at that and they disregard all the hard work.
Exactly. And first class for me didn't come from a man. It came from myself.
Amen. Okay.
Business came from myself. I never saw it from a man.
Yeah.
5-star hotels and resorts came from me, not from a man. Like, I done it all for myself. So I feel this is why when I say I don't ever want to be dependent on a man, it's not for anything. It's because I know what I can provide for myself. And I know what I can do, what I've been able to create for myself without a man. Yeah. And not just for me, for my son, for you. I've been able to take Heidi and to see much of the world with me. We've done the business class together. We've done the first class together. We've done a lot together without a fucking man.
100%.
So when I look at these little bitch men sitting there commenting and
you're gonna waste money on business.
And saying these little fucking things, and I'm like, you need to talk to a girl within your league.
Yes.
Stay within your tax bracket. Young man, stay within your tax bracket and don't talk to me again because we have no communication. We've got no liaising, no dialect left within us.
Bibbers left the group chat.
100%.
I always say though, I feel like the first time I ever flew business, I probably was not in a financial state to book the ticket myself. Yeah. But from that flight, I saw a video online about this and I related it to so much. And it was a man saying like, if you can book the ticket, even if it's your last
Steve Harvey.
few $1,000s, book it. Because once you're on that flight, the service, the way that they make you feel is going to rewire your brain
it
to
shifts
work,
your mindset.
like shift your mindset to want it even more and find a way to get there again.
100%.
So like, I remember like after I was like, oh my God. And then I came back to my to-do lists.
Yes.
I wrote like, all right, what I need to do, how I need to do it and how I'm going to get to that freaking flight again. And then, fast forward, then it's achievable because the brain is
100%.
And then you see value.
It motivates you and it pushes you and you get so determined to want to work so hard
to live the life.
Live that level.
It's not you can turn your dreams into reality if you
100%.
just put the work in.
Put the fucking work in, you know, because no one wants to go backwards.
No.
And genuinely, I can't ever travel economy, not for any bad reason that I look down on anyone that does. I personally have built my life to be where I want to be comfortably.
Yeah.
Without anyone's help, without a man, without anything. And that's where I always want, and I'm a, high achiever. I'm going to aim high. I'm going to stay there. I'm going to get further. I just want it to get better and better and better. And it sets me goals. Like I don't do to-do lists like Heidi.
Biba's a mental
I'm
girl.
a mental girl. So like, I'm like, this is what I need to do. This is what I'm going to achieve. And if I'm not the fucking best at it, it's not going to happen. But it's going to happen one way or another. If that doesn't work, I'm going to find another way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's so funny going back to the conversations with the men. And I had one man once say to me, what do you bring to the table? What can you bring to the table? And
did he know about your business stuff, or was he trying to be dismissive about everything you've achieved and ask if you can cook and clean?
I think it was like intimidation.
Okay.
Firstly, like he was quite intimidated by, I never really talk about my accolades. Like I'm not sitting there sort of telling them, hey guys, listen here, this is the big spiel about King Bibba.
Yeah.
This is what I've done and achieved and grown and whatever. I sort of just mention it. Like, I've got a business, I work here, whatever. And it's so crazy the amount, I promise to God, of men that have Googled my business, looked at my website, read my Google reviews, gone onto my socials, and then come back and will mention it they think they're very strategically just dropping it in there. I'm not going to pick up on it. And I'm just like, oh, you have looked me up and my business. And they know. And
men are bigger stalkers than women,
100%. And it was like, what do you bring to the table? And I thought, my fucking table is set, bitch.
My table is full.
I don't even need you here. If you're here, it's because I want you to be here.
Amen.
Not because I need anything of you. I was like, oh my God, Father, this is insane. But then you get the complete other end of the spectrum that maybe they're not even intimidated. They are impressed of what they can possibly benefit from your fucking ass.
Well, that's the thing, because men are so insecure these days.
Yeah.
I feel like there are two types of men.
Yes.
Maybe three, but we'll start with two. There's this type of men that are completely fucking insecure with what a woman has to offer. Yeah. That they will try and be condescending and belittle her. Yeah. And then there's the type of men that are also probably insecure, but want to benefit.
Oh, yes.
And they want to see what they can get from her and like milk her and live a lifestyle, use and abuse.
They're called pussy ass bitches.
But I feel like that type of man is becoming so popular.
Yeah, the princess man that wants to be treated.
Literally, he wants to be a princess.
Yeah.
Because I keep hearing stories with clients about like men that are literally using them.
100%.
Taking their money, getting them to pay the bills, doing A, B, and C.
Yeah.
And then ghosting them.
Oh, not only that, or like men that will sit there and say, oh, like, I'm treating you to a nice dinner. Mind you, she's done the fucking reservation and she's planned the night. But he'll sit there and say, I'm treating you to a nice dinner. That's like,
that's
come
not
on.
princess treatment.
What? The man wants the princess treatment. Literally. I want to take you out, but can you book it?
Not good enough, guys.
No, not good enough.
Like, that's the bare minimum.
Exactly. But yes, you're right, Heidi. There are the rise in those kind of men that are wanting to be spoiled by a woman, to be pampered by a woman.
And I think they have that mentality that, oh, women have done this to us for years.
Yeah.
Which is low-key true. I feel like a lot of women like to play the game and the cards right to get what they can from a man to live a nice, easy life.
I'm sure we've all got one or two around us that we've seen. Maybe in the families or in the friends.
Yes. And, men are now like, why can't I do that?
Yeah.
And I just think that's a weak ass man there.
That's a weak ass man for sure.
Because I couldn't imagine it. Like, imagine your man's asking you to pay for something.
Oh my God, no.
I don't even, like, if I don't even see my boyfriend for like 2 weeks, but he'll still send me money to put petrol. I don't ask, but he'll still do it.
That's
or
a
like,
man.
I've never actually paid for anything in my life with him.
Yeah.
I've tried. No.
That was like our Lebanon trip.
Yeah.
I'd be like, where can you recommend I take my siblings? And there's 4 of us and we'd go to the restaurant, ask for the bill, and they're like, oh, it's been taken care of.
That's a man.
What do you mean?
That's a provider.
They wanted to go do activities. We'd get the bill. The bill's been taken care of. Sorted. We get to Lebanon. We got a Range Rover waiting for us because he doesn't want us to get in taxis.
No taxis over here, guys.
While he's working. That's a kind of a provider.
Yeah.
And that he knows I don't need that. Like, I've got enough. Like, we're good.
Yeah.
You know, girl's making her own bank. Like, she can afford her dinners, but still going over and beyond because isn't expecting when we're together. And when we were heading out, it wasn't like waiting for us to pay. It was
no way.
Like, it wasn't even.
But then, in saying that though, I'm not saying that the men who can't afford to do that are slacking. Because if you're a man, this was the third type of men that I was talking about, but it's like the men who are generally working so hard to be able to provide that.
Yeah.
If you're a man who's working and paying the bills,
hustling.
I will take my hat off to you 100 times over.
100%.
And it's not, sometimes men have their last $5 in their account and they will give it to a woman. And that to me is so beautiful.
Man.
But they will only do that to a woman who they believe is going to be there for them.
Absolutely.
Who supported them, is going to wait for them to be able to give them more.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's
not everyone comes from money, and I get that. I didn't come from money. Like, I had to build myself.
Definitely.
You know, and so I get that there is that type of man. And God bless you, that type of man.
100%.
Because he's doing more than what
a lot of other men are doing.
100%. You know, they're just the power dynamic shifts and these men just spiral.
They do. They
spiral. And the hierarchy starts changing. The woman's making more money than the man and they can't deal with it.
Yeah.
They can't deal with it. It gets to their fucking head. God forbid us women are starting to provide for ourselves.
But going back to what I was saying, it's literally because that's all men have done. Provide. They just come home with their fucking money to pay the bills.
Exactly.
And they do nothing else.
100%.
But now that we can do it, we don't need you.
No.
Respectfully.
And you know what? I swear to God, I said that to my guy in Lebanon. I was very clear. I said, I don't need you.
Yeah.
I actually want you.
Yeah.
I want you to be in my life.
Yeah.
I don't need you to be in my life.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing I need you to do for me.
Yeah.
I want you around.
It's just like more so that companionship.
It's not even, and it's nice. Like, finally met someone who I vibe with, gets my sense of humor. Have a good conversation with, like, you know, create nice memories with. But do I physically need this man in my life to do anything for me?
No.
Up until I got to Lebanon and I realized wow, a man can do some nice things for a woman if he wants to.
Yeah.
I was shocked. Ask her. I was beside me. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
never been spoiled like this in my life.
do I block him? Like, what happens now?
Yeah.
Like, this is all a lot. But it's different. And I want to talk about the kind of man also that actually celebrates a woman's wins.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
Because I feel like they're not recognized enough.
Yeah.
We talk more about these fucking little bitches that do want to break a woman down for being so amazing.
You know what? The good does outweigh the bad. Because there are so many amazing men out there who actually want to see women and their partners doing well. And even if they're making more money than them, even if they have a higher position than them, as long as they're doing good, that's all that matters.
Exactly. Because a relationship, I don't think, should be based on who makes more money, but it should be based on love and teamwork and actually you loving that soul of the person.
100%.
I just said that to Heidi before the podcast. Love is about soul. All of a sudden, I'm trying to teach Heidi things and I've got no idea what I'm saying. And like, it's like I'm preaching to the choir.
I swear.
She looks at me with these eyes
okay, Viva. Sure. But yeah, I feel like those men definitely aren't appreciated enough. No. And they should be because it sometimes isn't easy, especially when all you're seeing around you is that like men have to do this, men have to do that, and then your woman is doing something else. Yeah. Oh, like, you know, out of the norm. Yeah. It can be intimidating.
Absolutely.
But I think it's also the way that the woman perceives it as well.
Of course.
Like, yeah, like, you know, if the woman's like, I'm making more than you, I'm this, I'm that, and they're trying to wear the pants,
that's not cool.
You're a bitch.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a partnership, and
100%.
when you're in a committed relationship, it's like,
not love.
What's mine is yours, what's yours 100%. Is mine.
And you know, the world is changing. Yeah. We are living in a time where there are stay-at-home dads.
Yeah, 100%.
And the women are sole breadwinners. And
I think that's amazing.
And I think that's beautiful that we're living in a time where that is becoming a norm. Yeah. You know, where men can stay at home, raise the kids, do the cooking, do the cleaning, pay the bills. And, you know, and it's the woman that's going out chasing her dream. Yeah. And actually executing all her goals and her life plans and just becoming this boss-ass bitch.
100%.
But it's also not easy for that woman because we have a lot of clients that are like that. And they told me like, and I get that guilt. Like, I'm away from the kids for so long. I'm away from my mom for so long. And I get it. I always tell you, like,
it's hard.
Hate how much I'm away from my child and how much I've missed of his milestones to get here. You know?
It's sacrifice.
It's a sacrifice.
It's about choosing your hard. And unfortunately, sometimes in some situations, you're left with only making the hardest decision. I know. Which might have to be away.
And sometimes it's your only decision. Like, I didn't really have a choice. I was like, I can't go sit on the dole or go get a basic job or go find a way to get paid while I'm on mat leave from the hospital. But no, I'm going to start a whole new career path. Yeah. While I'm on mat leave.
Only Bibba.
Yeah. And like, like just shift. Yeah. And adapt to a new life because I chose that hard. It was fucking hard. I missed my son's first steps. I remember Heidi calling me, telling me he just took a step. My mum calling me saying his tooth just grew, like his first tooth just came out, and I was mortified. Yeah. I'd cry, but I'm like, I'm doing this for him. Yeah. Because
I'm sure, obviously, he'll be very thankful and appreciative of the life that you've been able to give him.
Absolutely.
Given the sacrifices you've made.
You'd hope so, because the kids these days, you know.
They're so fucking spoiled. I don't want to get into it.
And privileged.
They're too much.
We love them though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've created a little monster baby. He's not a monster. He's very grateful. You know, absolutely, I feel everything, like my world just shines when he looks at me and he says, Bibba, I'm so proud of you. Because he does call me Bibba.
Not Mom, Bibba.
Because he's my best friend. We're doing this life together. So, and he says to me, I'm so proud of you. I can see you're so exhausted today. And like, you're still making me dinner. And like, making sure like our home is clean. Yes, I do have a cleaner, but I still clean between the days. Yes. She's not there. And you're cooking and you're making sure everything gets done. And I'm so proud of you for that. And I'm like, God.
That's a blessing to hear.
I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. So I don't care what any man has to say about me online.
My son says more.
My son says 3 words and I am
Melted.
And my whole world just brightens up.
I love that.
I know.
That's special.
So what do you think we're going to do about these men, doll? Like that they can't deal with the historical role changes.
Oh, God. I
don't know. I just think like the world's come to a better place and I love it. I think women are in control. I think they are more in control than men because we are stronger. We are emotionally stronger.
I don't think all women though.
I don't think I'm saying the ones that don't, that are the independent ones.
Yeah.
We've become independent for a reason.
Yeah, we're independent because we're strong.
100%. So I think keep shining, girls.
Amen.
We got this. Queen energy.
Only.
All around. Ignore it. Pay no attention to it. And if a man makes you feel like you need to be
in a box,
shrunken to fit in his world,
just know that
he doesn't belong.
He's
in
an
yours.
insecure bitch.
Yeah, and he doesn't belong in your world. Your world is just too glorious for a small man like him.
Amen.
And the right man's going to come and just be so proud.
Sweep you off your feet.
100%. And be so proud of everything you're doing. And, you don't need to treat him like a princess.
No.
No, you don't.
You do not.
Anyway, let us know in the comments, has a man ever made you feel like you've got to make yourself a little bit smaller or simmer it down because he is so intimidated by your greatness?
Let us know below. And remember, wherever you're watching this, make sure you're following and subscribed and leave us a like and comment so we can bring you new episodes every week. Bye.
Bye, guys.